Honourable Minister, the founders and organisers of the Media Challenge Initiative, colleagues from the US Embassy, DW Academy and Konrad Adenauer Stiftung, the fellows of the Media Challenge Fellowship Programme Class 2020, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Or morning, I think it's still morning. I'm very delighted to be here with you today on this special occasion as we celebrate the hard work that the Media Challenge Fellowship Class of 2020 has done over the last 12 months. Let me start by thanking the Media Challenge Initiative, led by Mr. Abbas Mpindi, for inviting us, the EU delegation, to officiate at this very important event. And I must say now, I did not expect this space. I'm really amazed. This looks really great, and I really want to congratulate you hugely for this amazing space, which I think we'll be seeing a lot of in the future. I've already organized to ask my colleagues to come and check it out, because it's very cool. The opportunity to interact with media and organizations that work to support the crucial work of the media is one that we at the European Union delegation always cherish and never take for granted. I'm a former journalist myself. Maybe some of the challenges underlined in the previous speech made me become a diplomat instead, but I always welcome the opportunity to interact with members of the press and civil society organizations which work with media. In December 2019, the EU delegation took the decision to collaborate with and support the Media Challenge Initiative. We very much support the goals of the youth-driven MCI, which is committed to build the next generation of journalists, storytellers and leaders in Africa and ensure that they're suitably equipped to create change in their communities through peer-to-peer learning, transformational training and mentorship. The EU is committed to support professional media development in Uganda, and we also want to generate public awareness and action to mitigate climate change and natural disaster. The effect of climate change in our daily lives is no longer in doubt. Still, not many media practitioners have the knowledge and skills to appreciate climate change as a challenge to develop and also to development and also report effectively about it. This is why the EU chose to support the Media Challenge Fellowship Programme, a flagship 9-month intense training program for the top 26 journalism students in Uganda, who we are celebrating in a special way today. Climate change and related topics don't yet gain as much coverage in the mainstream press as they should. And yet these are stories which should be told in a professional and impartial manner, stories about societies, people, the economy, and also about corruption and other crime. Dear Fellowship Class of 2020, we hope that following this training you will be using your skills to enhance awareness and understanding of climate change and disaster risk reduction in Uganda. I had the opportunity to look at some of the stories that you produced, and I really expect to be reading some great investigative stories and other environmental coverage from you very soon. We also know that currently Uganda, like elsewhere, is facing challenges to guarantee a professional, vibrant and safe media space. Unfortunately, Ugandan journalists have all too often been subject to harassment, intimidation and physical attacks as a result of doing their job. The EU has consistently raised this problem with the authorities, and I take this opportunity again, especially in the presence of the Honourable Minister, to renew our call to all the relevant authorities to ensure that journalists and media workers are protected and allowed to carry out their work freely and in a safe manner. What does this mean in practical terms? It means guaranteeing the safety of reporters and photographers who go out in the field to cover sensitive stories such as illegal logging, the Zoka forest springs to mind, or other stories like the illegal reclaiming of wetlands. We actually had a story about wetlands here today. It also means ensuring that online journalists, bloggers and social media users are able to access and share information over the internet without any hindrance. We know the challenges that the 2020 cohort had to encounter to be able to successfully complete this fellowship program. We know that you had to think outside the box, you had to find creative ways to adapt to changing times, such as online training and youth participatory radio. We're very pleased by what you've been able to achieve in the midst of such adversity. Ladies and gentlemen, let me report the achievements of the MCI 2020 cohort. Over the last 9 months, these 26 journalists we celebrate today have been able to acquire multimedia skills, skills in beat reporting on climate change, youth participatory radio journalism, TV production, data journalism, and digital skills. I'm happy to report that all the fellows produced original multimedia stories on climate change adaptation and mitigation in their communities as their final products. These stories and products are on exhibition here today, and I hope that if you didn't already have a chance to look at the various screens, you'll have a chance to look at these creative works later. In a special way, today we are also awarding the students who produced winning entries and stories at this year's student journalism competition, called the Inter-University Media Challenge. These students produced creative stories on how their communities adapted to COVID-19 through radio reports, video stories produced using mobile phones, written stories, and photography. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking the entire team at the Media Challenge Initiative for their excellent work in producing Uganda's next generation journalists. And now finally, I invite you to put your hands together in a round of applause as we congratulate the Media Challenge Fellowship Program Class of 2020. A big congratulations to you all. Congratulations, I'm sure that we will be hearing a lot from all of you. Thank you very much.